Graph is root squaring method. Let us explain the method with the help of an example. Find all the roots of x cube minus 2x square minus 5x plus 6 equals 0 by squaring thrice. Here we have to perform the squaring operation 3 times. Let us consider f of x equals x cube minus 2x square minus 5x plus 6. When you identify number of sign changes in f of x, this will give us the information about number of positive roots in f of x. We have in f of x, from positive to negative, the sign has changed while comparing first two terms. While comparing second term and third term, there has occurred no sign change because both second and third terms are negative. While comparing the last two terms of f of x, we can again identify a sign change from negative to positive. Thus, total number of sign changes in f of x equals 2. As an additional information, if you wish to know how many negative roots will be there for f of minus x, then first you have to compute f of minus x by just replacing every x by minus x in f of x. Thus, we have f of minus x equals minus x cube minus 2x square plus 5x plus 6. Here in f of minus x, you can see that number of sign changes equals 1. Sign change has occurred when you consider second and third term from negative sign to positive sign. Therefore, f of minus x will have only one negative root. Our objective is to find out the roots of f of x. We have f of x will have total of 3 roots because f of x is a cubic equation. Out of these 3 roots, we have identified that 2 of the roots will be positive. This f of x equals 0 equation can be rewritten such that we will have odd powers of x written in the LHS and even powers of x as well as the constant written in the RHS. Thus we have x cube minus 5x equals 2x square minus 6, which can be written as x multiplied to x square minus 5 equals 2x square minus 6. In this equation, when you give the assumption x square equals y, we have x can be replaced by root y and x square can be replaced by y on both LHS and RHS. Thus we arrive at this equation. When you square both sides of this equation, we will get this equation. We will use the expansion for a minus b the whole square, and after simplification, we will do again the grouping such that we will bring all the odd powers of y in the LHS and even powers of y along with the constant term in the RHS. Thus we arrive at this equation. Y cube plus 49y equals 36 plus 14y square, which can also be written as y multiplied to y square plus 49 equals 14y square plus 36. Now, in this equation, we will use the assumption y square equals z, so that this equation can be rewritten as root z multiplied to z plus 49 equals 14z plus 36. Notice that here we did the squaring for the first time in order to get an equation free of square root. Similarly, in this equation also we have to perform squaring on both sides in order to get an equation free of square root. Thus, when you square both sides of this equation, you will arrive at this equation. Here again, we can use the expansion for a plus b the whole square, and after simplification, we will do the grouping such that we have odd powers of z in the LHS and even powers of z along with the constant term in the RHS. Thus, we arrive at this equation z cube plus 1393z equals 98z square plus 1296. Here we will use the assumption z square equals w. Thus, we have root w multiplied to w plus 1393 equals 98w plus 1296. In order to get an equation free of square root, we will again do the squaring on both sides of this equation. Notice that here we are squaring for the third time. After squaring, we will get the equation w multiplied to w plus 1393 the whole square equals 98w plus 1296 the whole square. Since we have done the squaring for 3 times, we can stop squaring process here. This equation which we have obtained after doing squaring for third time, when simplified, can be rewritten in this form. Here we have b1 equals coefficient of w square, b2 equals coefficient of w, and b3 equals the constant term. In order to find the roots of this equation, which is obtained after doing squaring for 3 times, we have q1 equals minus b1, q2 equals minus b2 by b1, and q3 equals minus b3 by b2 are the roots. Our objective is to find out the roots of f of x, but we have obtained this cubic equation from f of x after doing squaring for 3 times. we have x square the whole square. Again when squared will become x raised to 8. In order to get x back from here, we have to raise the power of x raised to 8 to 1 by 8, or we have x raised to 8 the whole raised to 1 by 8 will give us x back. Similarly, in order to find out the roots of f of x, by looking at the roots of this equation, we have to raise the powers of q1, q2 and q3 to 1 by 8 so that we will get the roots of f of x. That is, we have to take q1 the whole raised to 1 by 8, q2 the whole raised to 1 by 8 and q3 the whole raised to 1 by 8 in order to obtain the roots of f of x. Suppose alpha 1, alpha 2 and alpha 3 are the roots of f of x, then we have absolute value of alpha 1 equals 3.01444 approximately, which equals 3 by taking 1 by 8th power of q1. Similarly, absolute value of alpha 2 equals 1 by 8th power of q2, which is approximately equal to 2, and absolute value of alpha 3 equals q3 the whole raised to 1 by 8, which approximately equals 1. Using the number of sign changes of f of x, we have confirmed that there exist only two positive roots for f of x. Now we have to identify which are the positive roots and which is the negative root. For that, we have to depend on the equation of f of x itself. In the equation of f of x, when you give x equals 3, you obtain f of x equals 0. Similarly, when you give f of x with the value x equals 1, again you have f of x equals 0. Hence, we have both x equals 3 and x equals 1 are roots of f of x. When you give x equals 2, we have f of x is not equal to 0. Therefore, when you try the choice x equals minus 2, you can see that f of minus 2 equals 0. Therefore, we have x equals minus 2 is the negative root possible for f of x. Thus, we have x equals 1 and 3 are the positive roots of f of x and x equals minus 2 is the negative root of f of x.